Hello, welcome to Style Yourself Fabulous. I'm Ruth, here for fashion, over 40s, people who don't want to do boring, but want to go bold and sassy and fabulous, because we can be fabulous in our 40s, 50s and beyond. And I firmly believe all it takes is adding some fabulous accessories. As you can see, this fabulous accessory here. And this is what this video today is going to be about. This is about how you add that one or two pieces of accessories to your outfit and just make it look fabulous. Now I'm going to be showing you how I've came up with these little tie accessory things, because I'm sure all of you have got some ties lurking in your wardrobe, or else you go to your husband or partner's wardrobe and I'm sure you'll find some. I have got quite a few ties gathered up. My friend gave me some, and then another friend, she picked up some in the charity shop. So I basically got a tie that matches everything in my wardrobe, so that's why I wear them so much. So this week is all going to be about what I'm doing with each tie and different ways to wear them. I'm going to keep how I do my ties up till the very end, so if you keep watching, you'll find out how I go about getting my ties to look like this. Right, let's crack on with the first tie look. Now yesterday I wore another little outfit that was a little bit quirky. I went with my denim skirt, which is fine, and there's nothing that unordinary about that denim skirt, but I decided I really wanted to wear sandals, and it's a little bit cold yet for sandals. And I just happened to have a pair of sheer socks that I thought would work very nicely with my yellow sandals that I've had for years. I mean, I might have them about 7 or 8 years. I just can't bear to part with them. And why would I when I really like them? They were a really good buy from Debenhams years ago. So I thought, let me find something else and it'll go with that. So I ended up putting on that little yellow blouse. That's pre-loved from Jules, and finished the look off with another print clash, that little Marks and Spencer's reversible quilted jacket, which I've been getting so much wear off. And by the way, that jacket is now on sale. If there's any size left, I'm not sure, because it must be flying off the shelves. But not only is that jacket in Marks and Spencer's, there's lots around. Even Asda supermarket has them, and if Asda has them, that means Tesco probably will have them as well. So keep an eye out for those. I think it's a great little staple to have, and I just love a print clash. And if you haven't tried a print clash, a very subtle way to do it is wear a printed jacket and then maybe go with stripes. As you can see today with my outfit, I have very much went with pattern clash, but in a subtle way. Well, not subtle for you maybe, but subtle for me. So there's the stripes, there's the spots in my tie, and there's like a little ditzy print here. And I'll just step back and show you the look. Kept the tights on the bottom a little bit darker because it helps elongate my shorter legs, and the pointy toe shoe also has the same effect, and keeping it the same colour also elongates the leg. This dress, while it's a mini skirt, I feel I can only wear it with opaques. I have tried it with lighter coloured tights and with fishnets and bare legs, and it's not for me. But with the opaque tights, absolutely works. And this is what I wear to the office regularly. I just love this little dress. I have worn it 3 times since I got it 2 weeks ago, and that's always a sign of loving something when you keep wanting to wear it. Right, let's move on to the next look. Back in my dressing room, I just wanted to show you my little box of ties quickly before we move on. Yes, so this is one you'll be seeing me wear again. That was done with a necklace, and I've used a bangle or two and just threaded them around the tie. And as you can see, I've layered the tie up here and pinned it with at the back just so it won't budge, and then the elastic bands and the bangles keep it in place. The necklace just pops on like that. Looks really cool. And another one is this one. Again, same kind of thing. I've got a lot of these little bangles rolling around. I mean, the little cheap bangles that have been picked up second hand or given to me. And that's a little brooch, a little scarf pin, and that's just to keep the bangle from falling down. So again, that's just tied as you would for a guy's tie, loosely, and just blinged up a little bit with this. Now, as you can see, I've got some corsages and things, because I also like corsages pinned on as well. Pink tie here. I keep these ties tied and all ready to go, and I'll put a brooch on this one here just to bling it up a bit. My brooch must be in something else currently. This one. So as you can see, I have lots and lots of ties. Some are neutral, some are plain. All have been given to me by friends because my hubby hasn't wore tie in years. Even like a school tie type one, but it's lovely to have ties that go with different things. I'm gathering up quite the collection of ties, and I love that I'm able to do so much with them. Another way to accessorize is necklaces, all in like little reels here. Now I could do with some more reels because I've got so many necklaces, but generally I can see at a glance which necklaces, which colors I have, and that's another way to sort of add a bit of bling to a plain shirt or a t-shirt. Just if you add some coloured beads, something, just a statement piece really. All the difference to your outfit and how it looks. I'm starting to get into brooches as well. I'm going to be starting to collect them. My friend has actually got me a couple of really beautiful brooches. One is like a seahorse, which is lovely. So I can't wait till I get them, because on the lapel of a blazer, there's nothing nicer than a beautiful brooch. But let's move on. So another thing you can add to your outfit, believe it or not, is a scarf. And you would know I have quite a selection of scarves, but even if you have one or two key scarves, and I'm going to show you here some of my favourite ones. Yes, my scarf drawer could do with a little bit of a tidy up, but there's a few little sort of like neck scarves in bright colours, and then I have a few muted ones that go great with denim. I love these ones for denim. There's always a colourful scarf. I love the silk ones the best. This is my most worn one because it's a little Hermes one. And I just love the colours of it. But I'm inclined to use it mostly in autumn, winter. It just makes such a difference to your outfit. I've taken off the tie now that I had on. But saying I was just wanting to jizz this up a little bit without a tie, I'm just picking one of my scarves. I haven't chose one in particular, and just swinging it around your neck. It just adds something to the outfit, don't you agree? I find that just having, if you have a white t-shirt or something, even having a bit of a scarf here, it looks really, really good, and you can tie it different ways. Sometimes you can just tie like a single knot in it. Let it go like this. You can double it over, give it a twist or two, and then loop this through. You can have it like that. I think a finer scarf is nearly easier for us older women to wear. It sort of gives us a little bit of coverage, but we're not feeling too warm and we don't get too hot and bothered. That's what I love the silk scarves for. They just add that little bit of something, just like this little one here. I love this. This is a little one out of Primark years ago. And I usually just give it a little tie at the end. I love to swing it round cowboy style. Sort of looks like this here. I think that looks really nice at the neck. So just something simple like that just really, really looks well. Another way to wear this, I'll roll it all up and tie it like a neck scarf just here with a little double knot. And that looks really, really pretty, especially with a v-neck and a dress. It looks really nice to have just this little necktie. And again, another thing as we get older, I don't know about you, I find my neck a little bit crappy. And a scarf hides that if you're concerned about it. So that's another reason to wear a scarf. Right, let's move on. So we've talked about scarves, we've talked about ties, we've talked about necklaces. Yes, you guess it. Bags, handbags that are statement just make such a difference. You can have a plain outfit, and if you want to go for like a simple look, like a tan bag, it's always classic. But if you want a pop of colour, go for a pop of colour. You know, I'm a big one for pops of colour. So if everything else is neutral, just something jazzy in your bag, it just really elevates your look. And if you keep in mind your shoes with your bag, if you tone them together, and maybe even your belt, that just elevates any look. So jeans and a t-shirt, maybe you'll have a colourful bag, and you'd maybe have a red or yellow shoe or a blue shoe or pink. You can see there's any colours there. Match up your belt, and honestly, it looks fab. It looks fab. To wrap up my video today, let's show you what I did with this. So I'm going to deconstruct this tie so you can see exactly what I did. The first thing I did, this little bracelet, it's just a little magnetic one, which I looped around twice. So any elasticated bracelet will do. So that's that. And this is the tie. Now I put the necklace on myself. So we had a starting point. I'm just going to loop it out now very quickly and show you what I did. Okay, so we've got our necklace and our tie, and just like you would with an ordinary tie, I started off with looping the longer bit down inside and then doing a bit of wrapping in and over and under and over and again, because it's quite a long tie. Depending on the tie, you'll know how many times you can loop it over and under. All right, then wrap it round, then up, just like tying a man's tie or a school tie. This is a little bit long. It takes a little bit of shuffling about sometimes to get the right length, but that was always the case at school as well, did you not find? So I'll tuck that in for now. So this is the time then, and all I did was wrapped it around twice and sealed it at the back. Voila, just like that. So literally in 2 minutes you've got this trendy neck accessory, and I really like it, and I hope you do too. I hope guys you've enjoyed today's Elevate Your Outfit with just one item and one fabulous accessory. Do let me know, drop me a comment below if you've enjoyed this. I enjoy bringing you my little tips and hacks every week, and all I'd love for you to do is let me know. Comment below. Remember, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, I'd love it if you would. Click the notification bell as usual. I know I keep saying that, but it's very important. And I hope you'll join me again in next week's video, because I'm going to be showing you a few more of my pre-loved items that I got in my shopping haul. Plus, coming up soon, it's the Better Tights photo shoot, and you're going to be seeing the bit of the behind the scenes there as well. So do remember to watch out for that one. That's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to enjoy sharing that with you guys. Right, all I have to do now is say thank you so much for watching. This is Ruth. You've been watching Style Yourself Fabulous. Have a great day, week. God bless.